Eric asked, how can these people claim to be right-wing when they are so against corporate welfare?
There's a difference between capitalism and crony capitalism, all right? When you have corporate interests controlling this country, when you have people who get elected to Congress, who get elected in city councils, all these different things, governors, who get money from these shadow corporations who are basically buying them off, that's not capitalism, okay? People think that this is like some product of capitalism. It's not capitalism. That is our bureaucracy running amok with corporatist money. That's why we're controlled by these corporatists, because we have these super PACs. Like, that is not fair. That is not fair to have happen. It just means that the person who can get the most support from corporate interests is going to win every single election.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. Our country is controlled by these corporate interests. Think about in 2016. I mean, we couldn't even get Planned Parenthood defunded. Oh, it makes me so mad. I get so heated by this statement because it's not capitalism. It's not capitalism. Capitalism is you have a sandwich, I have $5. I give you my $5, you give me the sandwich. That is all capitalism is. You can explain it in literally 10 seconds. It's so simple a child can understand what capitalism is. Mutual transactions. Crony capitalism is when corporatists are coming in to that same sandwich scenario and saying, no, we are going to give this guy $1 off for these sandwiches and give him special privileges so that the other guy can't make sandwiches the way that he likes to anymore.
Yep.
That is cronyism, which is essentially socialism in a way, because it's basically the government and these corporations work together to create this giant mega bureaucracy. Right? So I am against these huge corporations buying out our politicians, essentially buying out our government, and I am for deregulating the market and ending these PACs and super PACs that we have in this country so we can actually get things done. If we got rid of these super PACs and PACs and made elections fair, introduce a public option, whatever it is, we would get so much better. We would get things so much better done in this country. Why do you think nothing gets done? Why do you think nothing gets done? Across the board. I mean, Google is the biggest donor, is the biggest lobbying organization in the world, donates millions and millions of dollars every year. And you know who they're donating to? Democrats and Republicans. They're donating to Republicans too. The same conservatives who come on and say, we support your free speech. We support ending big tech censorship. We're really going to do something about it this time. They do nothing. They're a bunch of rhinos and they do absolutely nothing. They don't care about you. They care about the money. This is why these big corporations should not be able to give this much money to all these politicians. That's what happens.
Wow. I feel like my eyebrows just got singed off with that.
It's such a dumb question. It takes 10 seconds to think about and say, this is not comparable. This is not the same.
Yeah.
It's not even comparable at all. They're two totally different things. Capitalism and this cronyism.
I told you he'd like that question.
I love that
you
question.
were right. I mean, we could do a whole stream, multiple streams about how we've sort of fallen faint from the actual definition of what capitalism is, what an actual free market is.
Yes, it is not a free market in America. Go to a Nordic country, go to Sweden, go to Denmark. Look at how their markets run. They are much more free than we are here in America with our regulations.
Yeah, we are shrouded with regulation and corporate loopholes. It's insane. We really are.
I'm not totally against regulations. There are times that regulations can be very good. I mean, go to third world countries and look at buildings. They all fall down all over the place because the government doesn't step in and give regulations for building codes. So yes, we need the government for some of these kind of things.
Why we're not libertarians.
Yes. But when you have corporations coming in and making regulations, like you have a corporation, let's say you have the biggest grocery store ever, right? And it comes in and makes a regulation and it lobbies the government and says, you have to make this regulation so that it costs this much to get this water heater put into your store and everyone has to have one. What happens when they do that? Well, of course, this big corporation can pay for it, but you know who can't pay for it? The little mom and pop business down the street who's trying to make a living, they can't pay for it, so they snuff out all the competition because they control the market and they pay off the politicians. This is what happens all across the country over and over and over again every single day.